The Robins lining up as I did last weekend against St Helens, when they went down 22-11 to the league leaders, which allowed the Saints to extend their lead at the top of the First Division to 4 points. And now they're joined by Hull, led by Ivan Henjak. There was a doubt over Henjak's fitness prior to this game, but he's come through a late fitness test and he leads the early birds as usual. Making his debut for Hull this evening in the number 5 jersey, local lad Scott Sullivan, a product of the Hull Junior League, refined by the Hull Academy side, and he earns his place after a string of good performances for the Hull Alliance side. The referee this evening in the blue jersey is Mr. Robin Whitfield from Widnes. Daniel Dive is in the Hull side this evening. He makes his first full appearance for Hull after being signed on a month's loan initially from France. John Sharp is at loose forward. He comes up before the disciplinary committee tomorrow evening. Whereas Steve McNamara in the number 12 jersey, making his first appearance since incurring the wrath of that same disciplinary committee. The Hull Kingston Rovers side this evening, captained by Mike Fletcher, the fullback, and he's joined now by Ivan Henjak, scrum half for Hull this evening. Scott Gale will be partnering Henjak in the halfbacks to resume their successful pairing. They'll be up against Dean Clark and Gary Chatfield this evening. Clark and Chatfield are the ones who've been making the Robins tick in recent weeks. A good crowd here at Craven Park, and what is a mild but a very blustery evening, with a strong wind blowing across this pitch from the near side to the far. So Paul Eastwood it'll be to start this, the 191st All Humberside Derby. Hull not able to call on the services of James Grant this evening. He's out with an injury. He's been replaced by Gary Nolan. He'll wear 3. He'll be alongside his brother Rob in the number 4 jersey. So here comes Paul Eastwood to start the 191st All Hull Derby. And the Robins have the first touch and pinned deep in their own quarter. Again, the straight drive by the Robins across that 20-metre line over on the far side of the field. Chatfield at first man. He gets the ball away to Wayne Jackson, but that's a solid tackle. A good solid tackle there by the Hull forwards. Russ Walker in fine form already. And the Robins cutting back inside. Chamberlain dummy half. And now it's Andy Thompson on the burst, but he can't get through the first tackle, and that's Russ Walker wrapped finally round his ankles. The kick by Chatfield, it's high, it's taken by the wind and goes out on the full. And on the final tackle, that will be a turnover in favour of the early birds. Slightly less than 30 metres away from the Rovers line as Walker takes the first drive. And move on this, the short side as Sharp goes careering into the Rovers 20-metre area. Hull moving the ball through Henjak. Finds Gale, and Gale gets Richard Gay on the move on the far side. So Hull 20 metres from the Rovers line. Come again, a good straight drive by Dive. Last tackle against Hull. As Hull through Henjak. Work the short side and he chips ahead into the deep in goal here at Craven Park, and Mike Fletcher has to go down to kill that ball. So all the early pressure with Hull FC.
Thanks very much. Glad to be with you. Rovers dropping out from under the thrown posts. Eastwood from acting halfback. Within 23 metres, Lee Jackson, Holcomb to the left. Henjak cut out past the Sharp. Good Rovers tackling though. Andy Dannett from a flat pass. Some of the Rovers followers calling for a forward pass. Jackson goes from acting half-back, and a penalty against Dannett for not standing up to play the ball. Tough early exchanges here. Very good crowd in, and we've been held up in the traffic. Plenty of people outside still coming in. Plenty of people trying to park at the moment. And Rovers with the wind. Mr. Whitfield, the referee. And Fletcher to kick to touch. That's O'Brien hitting it up. Harrison. Rovers up 10 metres of the halfway. Thompson. Taken to the floor by Lee Jackson. Who's 11? Andy Dannett regathers for Hull. Paul Eastwood running off from acting half-back, gets the ball away nicely, but it's taken to the floor. Is that Sullivan? By Scott Sullivan. Must be Sullivan on the one. And so a bit of pressure here for Hull. The scrum to go down 10 metres inside the Hull half.
Clark. Hutchinson.
Oh, Hull ball, goal 1, Ivan Henjak. Gale. Gary Nolan in the centres. Well, that's a bonus for Hull, winning the ball against the head. Andy Dannett charging in. Now McNamara back after his 4-match suspension. That's a good 10 from Steve. Tackled by Thompson. Henjak, Hull set deep. Gale. John Sharp on the drop-off. Inside ball to Rob Nolan. Good quick play of the ball. Ivan Henjak to Sharp. Jackson. Dannett. Good quick pass. Bit of room here. Scott Gale takes them on. Some other passes inside the Rovers 20 metre zone. It's the last tackle. Lee Jackson kicks through. Knock on by Rovers player. It must have been. And the referee going to play the knock on. A very enterprising attack by Hull, Brian.
Yeah, good attack by Hull. Scott Gill showed his pace then, and he had nobody on it short off him then. Nolan had run through. Henjak to feed. Ball off to go in again. A rough, tough struggle up front. Henjak feeds. Hull's ball. Gale. Rob Nolan. Tackled by Clark. Deaver. Again tackled by Clark. Lee Jackson drops off Dannett. John Sharp missing it, but it goes backwards. The referee says it doesn't. So it's Rovers head and ball. Some quick tackling there by Dean Clark. Chatfield to feed. Rovers ball. Mike Fletcher. Clark. Good run by Clark. So it wasn't Clark, it was Lydiard. Harrison. Chatfield. Speckman. Dummies. Chatfield. That's a Lydiard again. Wrapped up. O'Brien. Good tackle by Sullivan. Rovers moving it left. Thompson kicks. Should be Eastwood's ball. It is. Tackled by Sodji. Richard Gay. Oh, gets out of... Oh, makes 15 valuable yards there, Gay. Oh, Devey drops it. I thought actually it looks as though he was a dummy runner, but nonetheless, he knocked on. Good field position for Rovers, 30 metres out. Little switch off the back. Lydiard. Chamberlain acting halfback to Chatfield. Short ball, Thompson. Bang down. Rovers working the blind. Craig O'Brien. Strong run from O'Brien, been in good form. This youngster. Chatfield. Dummies, Speckman. Dummies again, goes for the gap. Oh, what a good ball from Chatfield to Clark. But Hutchinson arrived too late. Good attack from Rovers. Chatfield chips. Richard Gay makes the ball dead. Showed his pace there, did Gary Chatfield. Been in excellent form since he won his place from Wayne Parker at Christmas. It's all having to drop out from underneath their own post. Paul Eastwood. Drops it out to Mike Fletcher. They run it out, running strongly. Met there by McNamara, and I think it's Russ Walker underneath. Chamberlain running from acting halfback. Chatfield again. To Wayne Jackson. Good tackle by McNamara on Jackson. Harrison. Back in the first team after injury. Chatfield. Speckman. Dummies. Last tackle. Chatfield. Kicks a little bit too deep, should be Eastwood's ball. On. Does well as Eastwood, beats Lydiard, can't beat Sodji. Richard Gay, run it out. Oh, valuable 6-7 yards by Gay. Sullivan. It's been a pace there. Before he falls to Speckman's tackle. McNamara up the blind. Tackled by Thompson. Devey. Thompson again, 3 Rovers tackling on Devey. Last tackle. Scott Gale, he's got the wind. Puts the ball, oh, Sodji catches it. Oh, well wrapped up there. Ran straight out of an Henjack, Steve. Get no change out of Henjack. Chamberlain to Mike Fletcher. Blind side again, Wayne Jackson. Tackled by Nolan, not tackled by Nolan, beats Nolan's tackle. Wrapped up by Lee Jackson in the end. Chatfield. Craig O'Brien, good tackle for Lee Jackson on the marker position. Speckman. Put down by Scott Gale, last tackle. Chatfield again, he'll kick down the... Oh, he doesn't, he dummies, he goes. Ball out to Sodji, who meets Eastwood. Good tackle there by Paul Eastwood. Hull's head and ball, sixth tackle. Rob Nolan. Tackle there. Russ Walker. Dannett. Scott Gale. John Sharp. John Sharp goes. Eastwood comes inside. Devey. Slips the ball to Lee Jackson. He's wrapped up by Wayne Jackson. Last tackle. Scott Gale. Oh. Comes off the Rovers' hand, so it's Hull's head and ball. Nearly an interception by Lydiard.
So far this looked a very even contest, Brian. Both sides having a bit of pressure. And Hull with a chance to exert some more here. Head and ball at this scrum. Typically fierce fought local derby in these early stages. Oh, Rovers won one against the head, but the referee doesn't like it. Disgust from Chatfield, but the scrum will go down again. This time no mistake, Hull have it. Gale, Henjak on the run around. Eastwood brought in from the right wing, but that was well read by the Rovers defence. Inside ball to Gay from McNamara. It's going to be a penalty, I think, again against Richard Gay for not getting to his feet. And it's a penalty to Hull Kingston Rovers. So Mike Fletcher, as he usually does, places the ball on the ground.
Bit of a diagonal, I think.
Looking at the window, I think Hull have got the advantage of it, but seems to be blowing diagonally across the field. So Rovers inside Hull territory. Chamberlain is acting half-back. They come to the right. Bryans, here's Speckman. Wrapped up by Jackson and Dunnett. Chatfield. Chamberlain on the run around, but no progress made. 10 metres inside the Hull half. Short side is Harrison. Good strong run by the prop. Playing in the second row tonight, actually, Harrison, but this is O'Brien. Last tackle against Rovers. They're 25 metres away. Chatfield. Jinks back on the inside, puts the ball through on the floor. That's a good kick. Well taken by Scott Sullivan. But enterprising attack by Rovers. A penalty against Chat O'Brien for interference at the ruck, coming through at the ruck. Chamberlain, sorry. Kicking through at the play of the ball, and Hull with a chance of a relieving penalty. Both sides desperately keen to win this game for different reasons. Victory to Hull would put them third in the First Division tonight. Rovers, of course, down in the bottom two, desperate for a win to ease relegation fears. Lee Jackson restarts for Hull. McNamara is the decoy. Dive hits it up. Doesn't make too much forward progress. Plays it 10 metres inside his own half. Andy Dunnett makes 5. Thompson in the tackle. Got through a lot of work already. Lee Jackson. Crowd calling for obstruction, so McNamara, the decoy runner. Hull just inside the Rovers half. Scott Sullivan off the wing. His debut for the first team tonight in a derby game. Night he'll certainly remember. Ivan Henjak. Sharp. Wrap around with Henjak, but he's well taken by Clark. The New Zealander doing a lot of tackling for Rovers. Gale. Kicks through, the ball goes loose off a Rovers hand. It's back to one for Hull. Charged down by a Rovers man. Russ Walker. Ball comes loose. Play on. Gale. Jackson out to Gary Nolan. Hull within 25 metres. Henjak. Gale loses his runners. Comes back to Steve McNamara. Nice ball out to Danny Dive. Early ball, perhaps too early to Scott Sullivan. But Hull within 17 metres of the line. Lee Jackson from acting halfback. Ball goes loose, still loose. Kicked through and picked up by Fletcher, who runs the ball out of defence pretty well. Problem, I think, with the ball. And I think it, yes, I heard a bang before, Brian, some sort of explosion. And the ball has burst. Well, that's a fairly rare sight. You don't see that very often. See balls go flat, but I've never seen one quite as flat as that. Rovers in possession. Here's Thompson. On the small side for a second row, but absolutely, totally committed, big-hearted player. Wayne Jackson, tackled 30 metres out. Andy Dannett, John Sharp in the tackle. This is O'Brien, good hull defence. Last tackle against Rovers. Chatfield will kick through, keeps the ball low in the wind. Taken by Richard Gay. Gay gets out of a couple of tackles, but there's plenty of Rovers chasers. They're very keen. Sullivan from acting halfback. In the side for Matt Donkin, who's been dropped after the Wigan match. Walker. Thought about giving the pass to Dive, but hung on. Short side. Sharp on the inside pass from Ivan Henjak, who's very busy tonight. Oh, rather a wild ball. It's been picked up by Gale. Gale takes them on. Nice ball inside to McNamara. Makes the break, Steve McNamara. Henjak, quick short pass. Play on, says the referee. Gale for the corner. It's within 5 metres. The last tackle. I thought there was a hint of a forward pass in the last play, but play goes on. Ivan Henjak knocks on though. Rovers have it. Well, so far, Brian, a very even contest.
Yeah, very, very even. I thought Scott Gale was going to go all the way there, Steve. But a good tackle, Fletcher got to him. Wayne Jackson. Barkworth. Cleanest shirt on the field. Tackled by Jackson and Diva. Rovers going left. Thompson. There's Harrison at the blind side. Last tackle. Speckman kicks. Should be Eastwood's ball. It is. Richard Gay. McNamara. Henjak. Sharp. Gale again. To Richard Gay. Still going. Half jink past the first man again there, Richard Gay. Russ Walker. Runs hard. Jackson, Sodji, I think it doesn't go dead. Got to play it. Quite a manufactured quick, but quite a good one. Falls to Henjak again. Didn't really run with any speed or confidence, Sodji then. Really fell to the tackle. Mike Fletcher, he won't fall to the tackle. Driven back. Good tackle there by Rob Nolan. Chatfield. Jackson. Oh, good tackling by Hull. Force Rovers back. Chamberlain from valuable 10 metres there by young Chamberlain. Craig O'Brien. Tackle there by Jackson. Chatfield. Kicks. Should break down Richard Gay's throat. Diva. Sidesteps. Diva to Scott Gale, who drops it. If he'd have caught that, there was Rob Hutchinson down the middle. But if Scott Gale had caught that ball, Steve, the Rovers line was open.
Good bit of work by the Frenchman, Danny Dive. Good on his feet there, and a nice ball away in the tackle. Chatfield. Speckman almost created the gap. Here's Clark. Lydiard rather, inside to... Eventually goes to Chamberlain. Now Chatfield, Rovers keeping it alive. Speckman, but no way forward now. Rovers not really sat deep enough for that. Nobody running onto the ball. But Chatfield has been very impressive. Nice kick. Rovers will settle for the scrum to go down 28 metres from the whole line. Hull's head and ball. So far, Brian, we've seen little of the two try lines being threatened. Some good approach play by both sides, but nobody able to sustain pressure in the 20-metre line.
You know, so the tackling, the covering as well is very good. Oh, little gap there for Gary Nolan. Richard Gale, run off from acting halfback. Tackled by Dean Clark. Gannett, tackled by Clark again. John Sharp. To by Hutchinson. McNamara taking it on the blind side. Inside to Enjak. Ducks it out the tackle. Still going. Good 15 metres from Enjak. Last tackle. Scott Gale puts it up. It's a good bomb. Oh, Sodjic takes it. It takes two old tacklers at the same time. Chamberlain will run it out. Des Harrison. Speckman. Oh, Barkworth. Bland again. Wayne Jackson, dummies. Oh, good dummy, good play by Wayne Jackson. Speckman. Clark. Clark kicks. It'll find touch. Thinking that would have been a bit straight and it would have been a race between Sodji and Eastwood there, Steve. It could have been a bit dangerous for Hull, but actually the wind took it that way. Done very well, Wayne Jackson, since he's come into the Rovers side. A couple of seasons in the A-team after he signed from Nolan, the local amateur club, but he's taking his chance in the first team and doing very, very well. Nolan, oh, well wrapped up there by Lydiard. Richard Gate, dummies, goes, gets the ball out to Lee Jackson. Oh, who tries to pass it, it's a pass to nobody. Des Harrison. Oh, they've got time to regroup. Rovers going blind again, Chatfield, ever willing Wayne Jackson. Gets rid of it to Barkworth. Good run by Barkworth. Rovers looking dangerous. Drops Speckman off inside. Oh, ball out to Mike Fletcher. To Wayne Jackson. Good football by Rovers. It's their best attacking position so far, Des Harrison. Tackled by Lee Jackson. 2 tackles to go for Rovers. Chamberlain, Speckman, drops her. Oh, ball goes down. Knock on. Yes, Whitfield rules a knock on as Dean Clark. Makes for the whole line. But good attack by Rovers, Steve. Look very dangerous then.
Yes, as you say, they're certainly trying to keep the ball alive at all opportunities, and the support play has been pretty good. Rob Nolan. They're also tackling very keenly. John Sharp. Good relieving run by Sharp, but he's really hammered to the ground. Thompson and Speckman in the tackle. Danny Deve. Oh, penalty against Dive or against Lee Jackson. And Rovers with a penalty chance here to go ahead. Mike Fletcher going to take it. Just 21 metres, it's virtually straight in front. And with almost half an hour gone, a chance for the first penalty shot of the match. Mark Jones and Chico Jackson both warming up for Hull. Fletcher strikes it sweetly, and the first points of the Humberside derby go to Hull Kingston Rovers. 2-0 for a penalty against Lee Jackson. All done it coming off, Jones on, and Chico Jackson on, and Danny Dive coming off. So Roy Simmons rotating his forwards. Jones looked impressive at Wigan on Sunday, Brian.
Yeah, he did. Looked only played half an hour, but looked very strong. Clark. Tackled by McNamara and Jackson. Got 3 Jacksons on the field now, Steve. Confusing. Chico Jackson. Des Harrison. Oh. Bumps off Jones' attempted tackle. Chatfield. Thompson. Oh, upended there. Good tackle there, but Chico Jackson. No, one was Jones, really came in and banged him. Chatfield running across field. Brings Sodji inside. Straight into the Hull defenders. Last tackle. Speckman. Good kick by Speckman. The wind drifting it across, but well fielded by Richard Gay. Oh, he's still going, Gay, still going. Good 30 yards by Gay before he falls to wind. Jackson's tackle. Jones. Oh, driving run by Jones. Thompson off then. McNamara. Penalty against Wayne Jackson for holding down. Eastwood going for goal. Well, he's got the wind pretty much behind him, Steve. So Chris Harrison, Rovers subs warming up, and Wayne Parker. So Rovers are going to make a substitution before half time. Really quite an important kick this, because I've already said Hull have got the wind. It's a diagonal wind, but it's blowing corner flag to corner flag, and you really need to be in front at half time. At the moment they're 2 points behind, so it's quite important that Eastwood kicks this to level the score. It's over 40 metres out, as you can see, but well within his range. Tough Tickle local derby. I'm just going through the teams. Both teams really are predominantly local players. Without doing a quick calculation, there must be, clouds in the subs, must be 23, 24 local players out there today. A majority of the others are Australasians. We've got Sodji, Rovers side, and Jones on Hull, who don't fit into that. So it's Eastwood. No, now they got the distance. No, they're Sodji. Good tackle there by Lee Jackson. Quick thinking there by Gary Chatfield. obviously realised Eastwood won't be on his wing. He'd just taken the kick and attacked down that side. But, lost the ball. Mike Fletcher lost the ball, protested that the whole plane pulled it out of his hands, but I don't think he had control of it as he went into the tackle there.
Good forcible tackling. Just picking up your point on local players, Brian, I've just been through the two teams. I reckon 22 of the 30 players. Here's Ivan Henjak on the short side. Just break off for a moment. Holding the best attacking position of the match. Jones took that well, slightly behind him, that pass. He'll play it 8 metres out. Lee Jackson goes from acting half-back. No way through there. Inside to Rob Nolan, but Rovers defend the gain line well. Gary Nolan rather. Lee Jackson looking to exploit that gap at the marker, but doesn't make it. Last tackle. Jackson is hurt. Will play it. McNamara kicks through. Well taken by Chatfield, out to Sodji. Almost gets away from Eastwood. Rovers survive the Hull pressure. Here's Speckman. Good driving tackle. Puts him down, Chico Jackson. This is O'Brien. Thompson. And now Wayne Jackson, taken by Gale and Gary Nolan. Still going, good driving run by the prop. Last tackle, Rovers still deep inside their half. Chatfield goes to the short side, is well taken, Scott Sullivan. Met well by Barkworth. Hull will play, restart play just inside the Rovers half. Steve McNamara out to Scott Sullivan. Little bit of room on the outside. Here's Chico Jackson. Looking to turn, but no support with him. McNamara. Good run, Steve McNamara, up to the 20-metre line. Hull options both ways. Switch back to the left. Sharp. Henjak. Gale. Well read by two Rovers tackling. Good tackling by Chamberlain and Jackson. Henjak goes to the air. That one looks as if it's going to go dead in the wind. Does, blows out quite harmlessly. He has 22 of the 30 players on view tonight, locally born, and that's a far cry, say, from the early to mid 80s when local derbies were dominated very much by out-of-town players. But there's no doubt that the out-of-town players have caught the spirit of it, Brian.
Yeah, certainly, yeah. Yeah, he could be failed to catch the spirit. Tremendous atmosphere this evening. Best crowd rows I've had all season. Chatfield. Thompson again. Met by McNamara. Chatfield again, working this blind side. Big Rob Hutchins in the centre. Another local lad actually signed from Halifax. Speckman. Dummies. Russ Walker doesn't bar the dummy. Last tackle. Chatfield again. Kicks. Nice kick by Chatfield. Eastwood gets there first. And meets Lydiard. Richard Gay. Jones. Big run by Jones. Lee Jackson. Henjak. Drops off John Sharp. Oh, he runs straight at Thompson. Free kick. I don't think Andy Thompson can complain, Steve, because he's done a few pushdowns and got away with it.
Time and Hull with, they'll have a clear set of 6 here from the Rovers 20-metre line. Lee Jackson's going to restart things. Short side play, Gale. Scott Gale, good work, but it goes to the floor again. And really Hull have surrendered possession far too early in the tackle count, a number of occasions. Promising attack, but those passes not sticking. Very well constructed play on the short side. And good support, but we're looking for some finishing. Here's Clark. Rovers in possession again. Penalty against Jones for holding down, and really Mr. Whitfield making his intentions perfectly plain here. He wants the players to get off the tackle, wants quick play the balls.
Yeah, that move on the tap worked really well at Rovers. We were expecting Eastwood to receive the ball, but they switched it bland. Scott Gale went into a gap, and if the pass had been good to John Sharp, I think he'd have scored there, Steve. So Rovers fan touch, still in their own half, but Rovers will be very satisfied with the way this half has gone. Des Harrison running across field. Tackled by Russ Walker. Wayne Jackson, been very impressed with Wayne Jackson. Always made yards. Richard Chamberlain to Clark. Tackled by Rob Nolan. Chatfield. Harrison. Chatfield Rovers going up inside. Oh, good ball there to Craig O'Brien. Runs strongly. Last tackle. Chatfield kicks. High kick to Richard Gay. It's a good kick. Oh, well taken by Richard Gay. He's tackled over his own line. Quick follow-up there by his opposite number, Mike Fletcher. Good kick there by Chatfield, though, hung in the wind. Gay did well to take it in the first place, but was facing his own goal line, couldn't turn around and get into the field of play. So it's Eastwood. Should be Chatfield's ball. Let's go. Straighten up down the middle. Half-time, Hooter. Score from Craven Park then, it's Hull Kingston Rovers 2, Hull 0, and just that Mike Fletcher penalty separating the side.
In favour of Rovers. Some speculation, we understand, about Hull signing an international, but we have no information on that. Michael down now, let's get him up here. So Rovers to kick off. What will the outcome be? Rovers easing their relegation fears, Hull going third. That's what's at stake tonight. Taken by Sullivan. Up to the 20-metre line. Good run by Scott Sullivan. Got a bit of pace, this young winger. Academy international player. Good run by Mark Jones. Well met though by Thompson. Very hard Rovers tackling the start of the second half, but Jones driving on, makes good yards there. Chico Jackson makes the break. Good run, Chico Jackson into the Rovers half, still going. Good run by the substitute. Hull on a roll. John Sharp finds a bit of room up the ruck. Within 30 metres, Hull starting the second half in great fashion. Gale goes to the air, Scott Gale. Towering kick. Fletcher in trouble. Ball goes loose. Fletcher's got to play it. Can he get out? No way. Oh, that's a good set of, really good start to the second half by Hull, Brian.
Yeah, really very impressive strong run there by Mark Jones. created the position, and Mike Fletcher tackled in the in-goal area. Give you some idea of the strength of the wind. Straight to Richard Gay. Beat Speckman. Jones. Tackled downstairs by Dean Clark. Lee Jackson. Still going. McNamara. Henjack. Jones again, straight up the middle. Steve McNamara. Got Russ Walker running. Spins. Can't get rid of it. Last tackle. Gale. Little kick chip through. Sodji. Again, he's being in goal. Oh, he's tackled. Good tackle there by Chico Jackson. Good pressure by Hull. Mike Fletcher again. Should go to John Sharp. Oh, good kick. Sharp wasn't deep enough then. Running it out, he's got Lydiard in front of him. Beats Lydiard. Throws it to nobody, goes to Rob Nolan. Rob Nolan doing well. Russ Walker. Chico Jackson. Henjack. Sharp. Oh, nice ball there to Richard Gay, but a very good tackle by Lydiard. Eastwood runs off from Acton halfback, but straight at Clark and Lydiard again. Scott Gale. Kicks. Go for Rovers man. He's got to Thompson. And Thompson got a bit of a knock in that. Craig O'Brien. Oof. Thought about passing. Hung on. Wayne Jackson. Never winning Wayne Jackson at the blind side. Chamberlain. Poor play of the ball, but Chamberlain cleaned up well, made a few yards. Speckman. Mike Fletcher. Tackled by McNamara and Walker. Rovers going right. Speckman kicks. Oh, it's off Scott Gale. Bounce off his foot. Oh, well picked up there by Nolan. Who stopped? Everybody stopped. But he hadn't been tackled. Jones. McNamara. Inside to Sharp. Lee Jackson running off. Loses it. To Chatfield. To Sodji. Oof. Really hammered down then. Des Harrison. And certainly the game hasn't let up in intensity. Wayne Jackson up the blind side. Tackled by Chico Jackson. Speckman. Kicks. Nice kick by Speckman. Over past Sullivan, it'll find touch. It does. 20 metres out from the whole line. Rovers are making a substitution. So Chris Harrison's coming on. He's down below. So I don't know who's coming off. It's Craig O'Brien. So it's Chris Harrison for Craig O'Brien. Remember Chris Harrison last year, Steve, at the Boulevard had a tremendous game for Rovers in the front row. Fresh pair of legs then. We'll go straight into the front row. Henjack feeds. Hull's ball. Sullivan. Really hammered back there by Speckman and Thompson. Chico Jackson. Jones. Loses the ball. Oh, long ball. Oh, bad ball to Sodji. Oh, went forward. Poor play there by Sodji. Poor play. Passed it to nobody. Paul Eastwood, tackled by Chatfield. McNamara. Russ Walker. Oh, good tackling by Rovers. John Sharp, Bland, inside to Henjack. Ooh. Hull going blind. McNamara kicks. Should be Sodji's ball. Tackled by Russ Walker in midfield. And Lee Jackson. Chatfield. It's Chris Harrison. Ooh. Gets it out to Barkworth. Tackled by Sullivan. A bit of a risky pass really from Chris Harrison then. Wayne Jackson. Speckman. Oh, nice ball. Lydiard. Hey, oh, great tackle by Henjack. Great cover defence. Sodji to Chatfield. Oh, it doesn't go, it's to Speckman. Chico Jackson. Speckman still going. Last tackle. Rovers will pass this right. Quick hands. The wall. It's Mike Fletcher. Looks a little bit too far to me. And Russ Walker takes it and then loses it. Yeah, Russ Walker had the ball and he lost it in the Rovers tackle, so it's Rovers heading ball, 10 metres out, right in front of the Hull posts. We expect Chatfield to go for a run. It doesn't. Clark, oh! Knock on. Oh, Rovers really lashed that up. Let off for Hull.
Rather similar to a couple of occasions in the first half when Hull had a similar position. The ball going down on the early tackle. First tackle, in fact, that time. If anything, Brian, I think the intensity of the game has stepped up in the second half. The tackling seems to be even harder. Hull ball, Eastwood. Plenty of cover on the short side, though. Jones. Driven back by 3 Rovers tacklers. Henjack has the run himself, but again, Rovers tacklers stand their ground. Jackson from acting halfback finds a bit of space. Lee Jackson working his way up towards halfway. Seems to have taken a knock, is hurt. Fell rather awkwardly there in that tackle as he ran away from the ruck and made good 10 metres. I think Hull will be fairly pleased with their start to the second half, Brian. They've worked the yards pretty well and had a bit of pressure in the Rovers 20-metre area. All the signs that this is going to continue to be a very, very tight match.
Yeah, and that penalty by Mike Fletcher could be influential in the final score. Lee Jackson having quite a lengthy period of treatment. Took a bad knock against Widnes, had to come off with concussion. I don't know if it's the same. Mike Smith on with the water. to Russ Walker. Sharp. Gale. High kick. It's a drop in front of Fletcher. Don't get to Fletcher. Gets to Chatfield. Tries to push off McNamara, but he can't. Oh! Poor butt. Oh, Chatfield was lucky then. Gary Nolan up quickly. It's a pass to nothing. Chris Harrison. Lydiard. Good run by Lydiard. Took some of the pressure off his forwards. Hutchinson. Slips Chico Jackson. Chatfield. Kicks. Off a Hull man. Oh, Sodji. Knocks it on, I think. Yeah, and Whitfield referees the judges that Sodji knocks it on, and it's Hull's head and ball. Yeah, I think he did. He didn't collect it cleanly. The ball finished up under his body, but he did knock it on. Henjak feeds. Richard Gay, deep run. Oh. Falls to Dean Clark's tackle. Jones, got a bit of nothing much in front of him, should make a few yards, and he does. Stopped by Thompson. Gale. Rob Nolan sidesteps. Rob Nolan still going. Rob Nolan. Stopped by Lydiard and Sodji, and he loses the ball. So Gary Nolan. McNamara. Henjak. Scott Gale. Scott Gale sidestep, scores. Runs into Wayne Jackson. Last tackle. Henjak. Runs. Lee Jackson. To Richard Gay. Kicks. Gay should get there. Who's there first? Oh, it's Thompson. Knocked down there by Gary Nolan. Chris Harrison. Chatfield. Wayne Jackson. Oh, good ball by Jackson Speckman. But Lydiard, oh, bad pass from Clark to Lydiard. Good job for Hull, because there was room down this side, Steve.
Yeah, the second time in this half we've had that, but the pass just too high for David Lydiard, and the knock-on ensues. So, scrum to go down on the 20-metre line, and Hull really having just a little bit of the edge of it at the moment, Brian. And Scott Gale encouraging him to run a bit more of the defence, because he does look, to me, the man most likely to break through. Long ball from play on, says the referee. Hint of obstruction. Nolan from acting halfback, but the Rovers markers have been very alert tonight. Walker takes a hit up. Oh, McNamara knocks on. Ball goes loose. Picked up by Chatfield for Rovers. It's a bit of space. Good run by the scrum half, taken by Lee Jackson. Sodji. He'll play it on the 30-metre line. Chamberlain looking to offload, gets rid of it to Speckman. Speckman decides from the kick. Taken by Richard Gay. A good chase by the Rovers players. Speckman leading the chase on his own kick. Steve McNamara. Chico Jackson. John Sharp. Russ Walker. Back to Sharp. Nice ball out to Rob Nolan. But the Rovers defence standing their ground. Henjak. Gale shows the ball. Takes them on. Scott Gale, the break. Scott Gale in the clear. Gets to the 20-metre line. Good tackle by Fletcher. Henjak drops off McNamara. Bit of space here. Sullivan. And the turnover. But that was just a few moments. I was urging Scott Gale to run at them because he does look the most dangerous Hull attacker, and he really broke clean through, Brian.
Yeah, he did. And right at the end of that movement, Steve, if Scott Sullivan had seen Jones outside and there was a try in the corner. Harrison. Back to Clark. Chatfield. Wayne Jackson. Oh, he's had a good game, Jackson. It's a lot of yards for Rovers. Chatfield. Thompson. Runs at McNamara. Put down. I think at the moment, Hull's forwards seem to be a little bit stronger than Rovers. But I may be speaking before. A little bit out of turn there. Speckman knocked down quite easily there by Jones. Last tackle. Chatfield kicks, charge down. It's to Barkworth. It's another 6 for Rovers. Barkworth. Stopped by Jones. Speckman tackled. Oh, Dummid, but didn't see McNamara didn't bar that one. Des Harrison. To Chatfield. Chatfield will run. Oh, he makes Henjak. Wayne Jackson, we know what he'll do, he'll run all night. Chamberlain, Chatfield. Sodji, oh, knocks on. To Richard Gay. Richard Gay drops off Sullivan, Gary Nolan. Sullivan running off from Acton half-back. Makes 10 yards. John Sharp. Henjak. Jones. Met by Clark and Thompson. Oh, Henjak. Terrible ball, but kicks it well. Lee Jackson. Oh, bang down there by Lydiard. Scott Gale. Charge down. Goes to Richard Gates, another 6 for Hull. Lee Jackson. Tackled by Thompson. Russ Walker. To Chico Jackson. He's got room in front of him. But he's also got Des Harrison in front of him. All in the 20 metre. Got a bit of a roll on Hull. Russ Walker. Hull inside the 10. Sharp. Lee Jackson to Richard Gay. Familiar move that for Hull, last tackle. Gale. He'll kick, he does. Oh, Fletcher makes it dead, just beats Gale. Good pressure by Hull. Rose make another substitution. Wayne Parker's coming on and Gary Chatfield's going off. Club captain Wayne Parker back on. Rob Nolan. Finds a gap. Jones. Makes ground every time he runs, as Mark Jones. Russ Walker. Good run by Walker. Scott Gale. Henjak. Richard Gay on the wrong side of him then. Gale. Jones. Oh, that was a good tackle there. Scott Gale. Rob Nolan. Tacklers are there. Last tackle. Richard Chamberlain. But all that, putting this pressure into points at the minute, Steve, you expect any minute, to make the vital break, but it's not coming.
Rovers scrambling very well close to the line there. They had 12 tackles to survive. And it's Harrison bringing the ball so far. In it. A great long kick by Speckman, who's kicked well for that touchline. Chance for Rovers to release some of the pressure. Richard Gay brings it 23 metres so from his own line. Gary Nolan runs off from acting halfback. Good chasing from the marker position. Knock him down. Jones. Henjak. Sharp. Gary Nolan. McNamara. Bumps off a tackle, Steve McNamara. Good run, taken high by Speckman. Touch judge on. It's going to be a penalty to Hull, I think. Hull's certainly making the yards up the middle. Looks as if Hull are going to make another substitution. Andy Dannett's going to return for Russ Walker. Now, I should think Andy might fancy it, Brian, because there seems to be a bit of room up the middle.
Yeah, there does. Sullivan. Oh, runs into Thompson. Offset, Rovers offside. I think Eastwood's got to go for goal. I think that's the first offside I can remember, Steve, in the game. Eastwood's obviously got to go for goal.
Yeah. And you get the impression in this low-scoring game that this is going to be a real pressure, vital kick. Walker's had a very good game for Hull, coming off. Certainly done his share of the work. So, Paul Eastwood with one of his more important goal kicks of the season. Has the experience to put aside that fairly poor attempt in the first half. So a lot of pressure on Paul Eastwood, not helped by the ball falling over. Doesn't seem to have got it firmly embedded in the sand. He had that problem with that penalty in the first half as well. And of course, once you get another player having to come in to hold the ball up, there is just that little bit of distraction of concentration. So what is already a difficult kick made it even more difficult. Chico Jackson, the man given the dubious honour of holding the ball. Misses it, pulled it to the right. Chance goes away for Hull. Rovers still lead 2-0. We have about a quarter of an hour left here. Is it less than that? John Sharp takes it. Runs it back. Gets to 30 metres from his own line. Andy Dannett charging forward. Within 10 metres of halfway. Jones. Good run by Jones. Henjak Gale, Nolan, throws the dummy, Rob Nolan, but well policed by Des Harrison. Chico Jackson. Last tackle against Hull, 40 metres out. Gale kicks through on the floor. It's going to be taken by Parker. He's tackled on the 20-metre line. Fletcher. Chamberlain. Well, that's a good relieving run by the young hooker. Does well. Short side comes Wayne Jackson. Knock on by Rovers. Pressure telling on both sides, really. But the wind really gusting around up here now. Stronger than it was in the first half. Any kick into the air is going to be really tricky for the takers to judge, Brian, at the moment.
Yeah, very difficult. Scott Gale. Nolan. Henjack. To Eastwood, there's a gap in front of him, there's room in front. Stopped there by Sodji. And Fletcher. John Sharp. Back inside to Gary Nolan. Dannett. Oh, good tackle by Sodji on Dannett. Henjack. Runs into Thompson. Lee Jackson to Jones. Charges for the line. Good run by Jones. Last tackle. Henjack. Oh, interception by Rob Hutchinson. Fortunately for Hull, he didn't run straight, he ran across field, there was room in front of him. But still an important interception by Hutchinson. Hull offside on this side, but referee plays on. Wayne Parker tackled. Des Harrison. Chris Harrison. Wayne Parker. Inside to Lydiard. Was wrapped up. Wayne Parker kicks. It's a good kick. It's a young Sullivan. Oh, drops it, but it goes behind him. Did well to recover there, Sullivan. Difficult kick. Richard Gay tackled. And Hurt. Jones. John Sharp. Lee Jackson. Inside McNamara. Dannett. Gale. Oh! Last ball. That pass went down. All had men out down the left-hand side there. But Chico Jackson couldn't take the pass, so it's Wayne Parker to feed the scrum. Mike Fletcher. Thompson. Cornwall don't give a penalty away here. Well within Mike Fletcher's kicking range. Chris Harrison. Tackled by Dannett. Parker. Harrison. It's Des Harrison that time. Rovers drive again, it's Chamberlain. Lydiard will score, he does Harrison. What a tackle by Richard Gay. Oh, Sullivan did very well to get in the field of play then. Brilliant tackle by Richard Gay. Lydiard looked all on a scorer. I didn't say how he couldn't score, Steve.
Well, that's got to be a nomination for the tackle of the season, I would have thought. Brilliant work by Richard Gay. Seemed unstoppable, David Lydiard. I think he was celebrating the try before he got there, and what a great tackle. But Rovers really penning hole in their own 10-metre area here. The point is, Brian, Rovers don't have to score a try.
That's right. We're quite content to play the game down here. And Rovers tackling seems to have taken us an extra edge in this last 5 minutes. Scott Gale kicks, chases. It's a good chase by Gale. Picks up. Rob Nolan to Eastwood. Kicks over the top. Gary Nolan coming in, Rob Nolan. But well picked up there by substitute Wayne Parker. Good bit of defence by Parker. Chris Harrison. Wayne Jackson. Tackled by Dannett. Yeah. Sodji injured in down below us. That's quite a bad injury. Taking him off. Mike Fletcher. Speckman kicks. Good kick by Speckman. Turns Gay. Could go dead. Does. Just that little bit too strong. Yeah. Hull make another substitution. John Sharp coming off. Daniel Devey going on. It's Andy Dannett running it up. Runs into Des Harrison. Devey. So look at the Frenchman, I think, to try to create something, turning the tackle and release the ball. Chico Jackson. Oh, good run by Jackson. It's about Mex halfway line. Scott Gale. Sidestep. Scores. Gets rid of it to Enja. Can't get the ball away. Doing well this second half, Scott Gale. Jones down the blind. Bumps off the tacklers. Last tackle. Hull flat. Henjack up. Oh, bounces. Should be Scott Sullivan kicks. Mike Fletcher. Collects it very well indeed, Mike Fletcher under pressure. Julian Barkworth. Chris Harrison. Des Harrison. Parker. Oh, slipped out. O'Brien's come on. Substitute Knight slips a lovely ball there, did Craig O'Brien. He's playing on the left wing for Sodji. Oh, tremendous kick. Oh, it's gone dead. Yeah, it's gone dead. Just the wrong side of the corner flag, but Hull's still got to go back 60 yards, Steve.
Doesn't matter a great deal. In the closing minutes now, I make it only 2 or 3 minutes to go. And that solitary Mike Fletcher penalty in the first half, dividing the sides. Andy Dannett. Henjak. Gary Nolan. Hull still in own half, 10 metres from halfway. Danny Dive. This time met by the Rovers tacklers. Lee Jackson thinks about going from acting half-back. Henjak. Gale. Inside. The last tackle against Hull again. They're 23 metres, 30 metres away. Henjak. Jackson, Sullivan. Hull keep it moving. Gary Nolan. The Rovers, tackling bravely to the end, have it on the turnover. Chris Harrison. Chamberlain goes from acting halfback, slipped his marker well. Taken by Lee Jackson. Lee Jackson again in the tackle. Time running out for Hull. This Speckman. Rovers edge into the Hull half. Short side play. Here goes Chamberlain. Almost up to the Hull 20-metre line. It's a very good player, this Rovers hooker. Very mobile, good hands. Knock on the last tackle. Bad error by O'Brien. Or Speckman was it rather. Hull got to throw caution to the wind now. Jones. Ball goes loose. Still loose. Anybody's ball. Rovers have it. That's the penalty of catch-up football. Dean Clark. Wayne Jackson has won the Rovers man of the match, and I don't think we'd disagree with that. Fine game, the young prop. Here he is again. Parker goes off on the short side, looks to pick up a runner on the inside, but no pass available. Harrison, it's the ball away to Fletcher. Good run by Fletcher, chance here. Wayne Jackson. Stop within 2 or 3 metres, still looking to offload the ball. The last tackle against Rovers. They're in the right part of the field as far as they're concerned. Fletcher kicks through, must try given to Lydiard. Well, what a remarkable try. Mike Fletcher putting the ball on the floor with a kick, and Lydiard really came from nowhere to take the ball, and he's over for the try. Well, it's come in the last minute, the first try of the game, and Rovers, who've weathered the storm magnificently in this second half, with really their first concerted attack off the half, Brian, come up with the try.
Yeah, and a very well worked try, real training ground try that one, Steve. Kicked to perfection, and Lydiard did well to pick it up because it was really flying, the ball. Picked it up straight over. We'll make it time. A real battling performance by both sides. Fletcher kicks the goal. So it's Rovers 8, Hull 0. Pretty good.
Very unusual, wasn't it?
So it's Eastwood to kick off. We're well into injury time in this game. There's no way Hull can come back.
No.
Goes to Barkworth. Next good 20 yards. Chris Harrison. Des Harrison. Tag about Jones and Jackson. Chris Harrison. That's a hooter, that's the game, and the Rovers players celebrate. Very hard-earned win. Go across the supporters on the popular stand. I don't think Hull can have any complaints, Steve. They just haven't created the opportunities. It's been a real hard game. Nothing much in it from either side. And it was always going to be, it always looked when it started, after been playing, what, 10, 15 minutes, always looked going to be a low-scoring game with tries at a premium, and so it turned out to be.
There you can see what this means to Rovers players and supporters in East Hull. And that's putting aside the 2 league points, which are vital to Rovers. But I think it's been an excellent derby game, an absolutely gripping contest. Very hard, very tight. Hull really in the second half, I thought, played a lot better than the first. Really almost dominated field position in the second half, but as you say, didn't really create the opportunities. Some good breaks in midfield. Scott Gale looking extremely dangerous, but Rovers scrambled back very well. The defensive line really never pulled apart, and Hull unable to cross that line, and Rovers coming up with that miracle try really at the end to seal it. I don't think Hull were 8-0 worse. 2-0 might have been a fair scoreline, but what a fine contest, and disappointment from a Hull point of view, but really a fine game, and Rovers not really looking like a relegation side tonight, Brian.
Very well organised. I think really, when you look at them, Steve, both sides let a bit of penetration out wide, didn't they? They were making half breaks down the middle, forwards working hard, but both sides really lacked a little bit out wide. As you said, Scott Gale did well for Hull, but outside Scott Gale, we didn't really offer much at all. And Rovers 3/4 didn't really. I mean, Lydiard scored a try, but apart from that, we didn't see much of him. Yeah, it was really a forward game, really hard working. Both packs of forwards played themselves into the ground. I was surprised that Wayne Jackson got the man of the match. I thought he did do very well, but so did Thompson. And for Hull, well, certainly Russ Walker, Lee Jackson had his usual good game. Steve McNamara worked hard. Really, there was nothing between the sides. Just that one, just that Fletcher was successful with his kick at goal. Eastwood missed 2. And that last-minute try. So it's have to wait till Easter to get our own back.
So from a rapidly emptying New Craven Park, from Brian Hollowell and Steve Alderson, it's goodbye.